Hey guys, and welcome. We're gonna have to start over.
Why?
What episode is it?
29.
29. Okay. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 29 of Break Time. I'm Alex.
I am Iman.
And thank you guys very much for tuning in to, I guess, our first officially recorded episode of 2018. Because technically, our last episode came out New Year's Day. And it was our end of 2017 episode. But it came out...
It's not even technically. This is our straight up first filmed episode of 20...
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's not like our... Technically, it's not our first episode of 2018. Yeah. Technically, the other one did come out at the beginning of 2018. But yeah, so we're back, brand new. We've got an upped budget. We now have $3 to put on the show. And I bought some Monster.
Look at that Monster, man. God damn, you got a tall boy of Monsters, bro.
Dude, I did, because I am super fucking tired, bro.
As am I, dude.
I'm so tired. I mean, you have your healthy vitamin drink. I got my Monster.
Oh, this is going to make me even more tired, man.
The Monster would?
No, this would.
Oh, that would?
It just relaxes me.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do that. Drink the lava juice. The lava juice. The lava lamp. The lava lamp. The lava juice. Okay. So, as you guys know, if you read our description, which I'm sure all of you do, Break Time was kind of not founded, but the whole thing behind Break Time at the beginning was, hey, just a nice, fun podcast to hang out, talk with your friends after work, and talk about, like, things you might talk about on your break time, like movies, things that was going on, and things that were going on in society, you know, pop culture shit, stuff like that. Yeah, and not that we haven't done that. It's just I personally feel like we got away from it a little bit. Like, we weren't doing it as much. Like, for a little bit, and it's okay because it's our fucking podcast. Right. But, like, sometimes I feel like we talk too much about, like, our personal shit that other people couldn't relate to.
Yeah, I did notice that.
But I like that. It's great. I mean, I like it, but I know, like, if we're trying to build an audience, it's probably better to... You know, to make sure that we're not being accommodating.
It became way too much of a therapy session.
It did. I mean, that's great. We can totally have that, but the therapy needs to be inclusive to everyone, and not like inclusive to only oh my God. It can't be exclusive to everyone and only inclusive to us. Yeah, it has to be inclusive to everyone. But yeah, so we do have some not topics, but we have some things I really wanted to talk about today.
Absolutely.
And this is probably not our first break time where this happened, but this is probably our first break time in a good while where it's after work. It's pretty late. I'm tired. Iman's tired, which doesn't mean we're going to have a low energy podcast at all. I always make sure I save a sliver of energy and drink Monster, so I have enough energy for this podcast.
Hey, so when you drink that, can you sleep later on? When you drink that, can you sleep later on?
Oh, I crash.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's okay.
Sorry if you caught that in the mic when I was slurping.
It's gotta be disgusting. Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I'll drink it, and, like, that's why, like, in the middle of the day, if I'm ever at work, and, like, I know I have, like, a certain amount of appointments I gotta get, or something's happening, and I get tired, because I told you I'll get tired during the day.
Yeah.
I'll drink a Monster, but I know I'm gonna drink this, and I'm gonna be good for, like, 2 to 3 hours. And then I gotta go home. Like,
what is in here, man?
Baby tears. The blood of virgins.
B vitamins. Boom. Cause, like, dude, I'm
vitamin B.
Vitamins of the week. Get out of the way, right? Yeah, we're done. Nah, dude, I'm trying to figure out why your skin's so fucking nice, man. But you drink that shit like it's water.
Is my skin
full
nice?
of B vitamins. Your fucking skin is
Everyone
beautiful,
tells me that my skin is nice.
It's about time you believe it, man.
I don't know why. I don't do a damn thing.
It's genetic in your fucking B vitamin drink you're drinking here, man.
I guess.
I'm telling you, bro.
I don't know. Did you hear that? The glistening sponsorship from Iman. Monster gives you better skin, so drink as much of it as you possibly can.
Ooh, that rhymes kind of.
Anyway. What? No, it doesn't.
The way you said it made it rhyme. Pull it in.
So, go ahead, you know, my mom told me that she started watching our podcast.
Yeah.
Like, she watched some of the first, like, early episodes, but she said we cursed too much, and that was back when I was worried about cursing too much. Not because of my mom, but because just, like, in general, I didn't want to curse a whole lot. But, so she used to tell us that we cursed too much. Then she started listening to it again, and we curse a lot more now. Or at least I curse a lot more now. And she went, man, y'all get, like... She goes, I like it. Y'all both talk really well, but... Man, y'all kept, like, starting a story, and then you tell 5 other ones before you got to the point. And I was like, yep.
Good, because it keeps you interested, goddammit.
Yeah. It's
just like we talk, man.
Yeah, it's like American Idol. And the winner is to be announced after the commercial. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
God damn. I'm going to get to something about American Idol here in a little bit, actually. It's not about American Idol. It's about something in the vein of American Idol. But, Iman. You know what? I know we're kind of into it already, but...
Are you going to ask?
Kick off the show.
Oh, shit.
How was your... Oh. I minimized the laptop fire.
Snap.
No, I clicked escape.
Oh.
Because I went like that. Well, I went like that and accidentally hit escape. So...
Okay. They probably can't even see that. Oh, yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can. But Iman, how was your week?
My week, man. What day is it?
Today,
we're
recording this on a Thursday evening.
Okay, Thursday evening. Yeah, you're right.
Thursday night.
It was cool, man. It was cool. I had the greatest time at the my family's New Year's party, bro. Holy shit! Did I cut a rug? Cut a rug, bro?
What does that expression mean?
It means like to dance. I don't know why it's called fucking cut a rug. How stupid is that?
Oh, I would get why it's called cut a rug.
Why?
Because you go like that.
You're tearing the rug up, right?
Yeah, and like you tear the rug up when you do that.
Oh, that's what I would think. Because that one dance move?
That was the first thing I thought of, man.
I think that expression... When
you say cut a rug, or like when you're just dancing so much, like in the same spot, you're like wearing out the rug and shit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
But go ahead.
Yeah, man. Dude, karaoke king right here, man.
Dude.
Karaoke king. You cannot fuck with this dude. But a good time, bro. Good time. Smoked a cigar with my dad and my uncle. That's always a great bonding experience. And fuck, man, I realized my family could party like no other. I was gonna go to a different New Year's party, and I opted to just go with my family, man. Boy, that party was probably wilder than that actual New Year's party I was gonna go see would have been. It was a good time, bro.
Yeah.
What else did I do, man? Yeah, just worked. I'm planning this party for my 21st next week. That should be fun. That should be wild. But that's really it, dude. Yeah.
You know what I did?
What's
New
up,
Year's? I sat at home and waited for my best friend to drop by because he told me he was gonna drop by.
Shut up. Shut up, really?
I didn't sit there and wait. No,
I was gonna say that's your fault.
Wow. But you didn't come over, and I even said that. I said that like I was leaving last week, and you were like, "Hey man, I'm gonna drop by for New Year's," and I was like, okay, cool. Maybe you'll come to something. You didn't show up. I mean, to be honest, the only reason I thought about it is that at one point we left to go downtown, and I was like,
really? See, look at this shit.
We didn't go. We didn't like go downtown like for an extensive stay. Like we drove down, we saw the midnight fireworks, and then we drove home real quick. Like it was probably like 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
Or 45 minutes out, but yeah. So
I wasn't even driving though. My dad was driving the whole night.
I got you.
But yeah, man, how about you? What'd you get into this week?
Dude, just fucking working. Like you said.
Damn, we're so boring, dude. You gotta be the most boring people this side of the Atlantic, bro.
What? No, because at least we're working.
I know, right? We'll be all right.
There's some other shit that I'm dealing with. I mean, not dealing with, but there's some other shit going on right now that...
You sure you want to talk about your herpes on the podcast, bro?
Shut the fuck up. Nah. but there's some other stuff going on right now, but I don't want to talk about it just because...
Why'd you bring it up?
Well, just because I'm like thinking about what else I've been doing, and I've been kind of dealing with this. I mean, I'm not dealing with it, but there's something else going on that essentially someone's sick, but I don't know if they want me to talk about it, so I'm really not going to talk about it too much. But someone's sick and they've been going to the doctor on and off, so we're trying to figure that out. But other than that, just working a lot. I've been doing a lot of stuff for the champions recently, making phone calls and sending out emails to set up some events upcoming. I got invited to a career day.
Nice.
Well, the team got invited to a career day and they contacted me today to see if we would go. So that'll be fun. But other than that, really not doing nothing. Just honestly, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Been doing a lot of trying to get. I was telling you about it a little bit. But I've been purposefully trying to get my feelers out more, so I have more of a grasp on what's going on, just like in the world and in pop culture and in like because I mean I thought about I'm like it's ridiculous that we have a podcast and we have an outlet to talk about things, and I'm always gonna just talk about either myself or like just shit that's in my very niche stuff that I like. Yeah. So I'm trying to kind of branch myself out and see what else is going on and pay attention.
I feel you.
I mean, like, one of the things I'm about to talk about now, so we can get to the first topic, is a YouTube thing, and I'm super into the YouTube world. Like, I'm, like, I indulge, like, most of my media that I indulge is YouTube.
Absolutely. I don't watch TV, man.
Yeah, the only time I'm ever really watching TV is when I need to watch, like, garbage TV. and my garbage TV shows like American Pickers.
Oh,
and
really?
Yeah, and what is it? Dun Dun SVU.
Okay.
Law and Order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck is up with Law and Order, man?
What?
This is our first tangent in the middle of a story.
I know, right?
Dude, I used to think growing up, man, even like recently, dude, I used to think that Law and Order was all a bunch of reruns from the 90s because of the way it's filmed and how fucking dingy it looks.
Dude.
That shit's ugly as fuck, man.
Law and Order?
Yeah.
Like every episode of Law and Order, it looks like it was filmed in 98.
Yeah.
But it's 2018. Or
Seriously,
2017.
bro.
I was watching an episode today, or they were watching an episode a little earlier, and like it looks a little better. Like now it looks like it's from 2005, you know?
Yeah, right.
But like everything looks, just for some reason it feels old. The way it's filmed is old. The acting is old.
The pace as well.
Yeah, and the way Ice-T just comes in and goes, "Where's the body?"
Yeah.
Like it's the same shit every single time.
I would see the episode, bro, and I'd see Ice-T, and I was like, fuck, that's how Ice-T looked in 95? How does he look now, bro? Damn, is that nigga dead? It's going to be just a skeleton walking on screen. Yo, where's the body? Like, hell yeah,
I
man.
am the body. So, shit, what was I even saying?
SVU?
No, before that. Like, the whole reason I started...
You don't watch TV. You only
Oh,
watch
yeah. I indulge in a lot of YouTube stuff. So I'm super into, like, the YouTube drama that comes up, the video game shit that's on YouTube, like, all that shit. Like, I'll kind of get into all the time.
Yeah.
And, anyway, but like I was saying, I just kind of put my feelers out to try to see, like, what's going on more.
Right.
And try to get myself involved in shit. Not involved, but try to keep myself up to date on shit that's going on.
No.
Yeah, so that way, like, you know, I know about this, you know, Cardi and Offset shit that's going on. You know,
Oh, you said it, goddammit. You said it.
Iman.
Is anything going on with them that I don't fucking know about?
Weren't they, like, on... I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Come on, talk about it.
No,
talk
like,
about it.
weren't they, at least from my understanding, weren't they, like, going through some shit? Like, after he proposed,
Going
like,
through
they
some
were...
shit.
I thought they were, like, going through some shit.
Oh, yeah,
and
he
they
did.
were, like,
He did. Okay, somebody hacked his SoundCloud.
Yeah,
Not SoundCloud. iCloud storage.
Yeah.
You know,
it was, like...
that bullshit Apple stuff.
Yeah.
And, they released a video of footage of him cheating on Cardi B.
Yeah. That's
Took place in like September, and Cardi B just took it on the chin like a solid woman, and now they're living happily ever after, bro.
Are they? Hold up, shit.
How do you? Let's get into that, man. Let's get into that first, real quick.
Where's the fucking record button?
It's here. Let me show you this.
Here. The brief intermission. What?
Trying to fix our fucking camera guy.
What's up?
Right here.
Oh, bro, you just tap it or hold it.
Just
Oh, you're
tap
good.
it.
You're good.
Yeah, man. We really gotta fire that intern, dude. He's really shitty. He's not even here on time. It's got us running the damn equipment.
Get it done, Raul.
Yeah, we got like 1,000 applications to go through, so I'm sure we can find another one.
So,
but how do you feel about that, man? So Cardi being Offset, we're actually talking about this.
I'm not gonna talk about
Let's talk about it, man, real quick.
I don't give a shit.
Neither do I, but I know. But I'm gonna take it deeper. I want to see what you think about this.
Yeah.
So Cardi being Offset, on the outside they seem like they were just the perfect match, cute couple, living in paradise, right? Honeymoon season every day. But Cardi got cheated on by Offset in September, right? Cardi B took it on the chin, didn't give a fuck, and they seem happy, as well as Kevin Hart's wife. Like the cheated.
Kevin Hart thing, I felt was a lot more interesting than the.
Oh, it's beyond interesting.
Yeah, the Offset shit and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's fucking disgusting.
He's like a dead jellyfish.
Kevin Hart gave us a story with the whole extortion thing. I mean,
yeah,
the only story that we got from the whole Cardi and Offset thing was
just he cheated.
Cardi saying, "I don't give a fuck." You know what I mean? How do you feel about that though, man? Like, let's say, God forbid, knock on wood, you found out your boo was cheating on you, man. How would you take that? I know some guys who would just leave. I know some girls who would just leave.
I think I'm like that, bro.
You would leave?
Yeah, I would just be out.
You would leave.
Yeah, I'm too not insecure, but like I was mentioning earlier, I think before the camera was on.
Yeah.
But I'm always second guessing myself about shit, and that's just part of my nature.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm already second guessing shit by myself,
right?
If like I already get cheated on, like that would be like times a million, and I couldn't fucking live like that. You know what I mean?
Shot in the pride like a motherfucker.
Yeah, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
I don't even like Serena looking at the dude at the checkout line.
Come on now. But no, man. I mean, that could be the ego talking. You know what I mean? I think everyone foresees themselves like, for example, in an abusive relationship. Oh, why don't you just fucking leave? I would leave. But then they're actually in the abusive relationship and they get
now, I'll be honest, if that happened, I'd probably be
syndrome.
like, let's figure it out. But it would probably take my dumb ass like 2 weeks to go, I can't live with this. Like, emotionally, I can't do it. Because
now you just,
I wouldn't be able to.
The rest of your life, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Because you know that's what that person's capable of.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the biggest thing is like, you know someone's capable
they have
of that.
In their arsenal to
like,
do that shit. Yeah, man. I would. Hopefully, this is the rational, non-connected to anybody right now. Iman talking.
Yeah.
I would leave, man. I'd get the fuck out of there. It just shows that the person's flawed.
Yeah.
Like, if you're some people's reaction to going through a rough patch in their relationship is to work late, stay in the office later. Sometimes they'll eat. Sometimes they'll go out and party more. Sometimes they'll just shut themselves off to their significant other. Sometimes they'll just leave. But if your natural go-to in a relationship that you feel is not going the way you want it to at the moment is to cheat, I feel like you're just flawed that way.
Yeah.
You're kind of programmed to do that. Like how people who quit all the time are programmed to quit.
Yeah.
I think you'd be fucking programmed to cheat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that also leads me to believe that, like, you know, being in a relationship with someone for X amount of time would kind of lead you to believe that maybe that's not in them, or maybe, you know, that's not something that is built into them.
Right.
Maybe that's the thing, you know, like let me put it this way. If you're with a guy or you're with a girl, whatever, on and off, and you know, like he cheats or he looks at other girls and all that, you kind of know the type of person he is, and you know what you're getting into. But like if you're with someone for a long time and nothing happens, and this is me kind of backpedaling on what I just said, but then something happens, you know it's not a part of their nature. You know, it's like a one-time thing that happened, and you're like, well, yeah, that would probably change your mind or change your perception of it. You know what I mean?
Of course, you can gauge the situation. Like some people cheat on purpose to get caught.
Yeah,
because it's the only way to shake up
to get attention.
You're right, to shake up and fix the relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which really sucks if it gets to that point, but that's the reality of it, man. When you get in these like 10, 20, 30-year marriages, you do shit like that. It's crazy, man. But back to YouTube.
Hey, at least we actually talked about something, though.
That was some
we were talking about Cardi and Opposite.
Okay, I know, right?
I mean, not really. I got so worried. I'm glad that you made it into a general thing.
What's up?
I was just about to shit on all of that.
What?
The whole, because you're asking me, you started talking about the Cardi and Offset thing, and I thought you were going to ask me, like, what my opinion on them specifically was.
Let's get your opinion on that, too, man.
And I was going to say, like, I don't give a shit.
Okay, yeah, me too.
I think it's garbage.
Yeah, the whole thing is fucking flim flam.
But like, I like that you can take the situation and make it broad.
Hell yeah.
Because like, I mean, we're not a what is it? We're not a podcast that's in that culture.
Right, yeah.
To talk about that specifically, because that would be so fake if we did that. That's why I got so worried about it. Because
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not going to fake a response if he genuinely asked me that. So I'm just going to have to say that I don't give a shit. Because I think they're both trash. I'm just not... I'm just not into that music. I'm not into that, like I said, that culture.
Now, let's be real for a second. They're not trash. It's just, it falls in the whole lineup of celebrity gossip.
Trash.
Cut it out, my friend.
Trash.
You just said you don't listen to it.
No, but like, because like I said, like, you've
probably only seen her like passing by watching your mom watch Real Housewives or some shit.
No, like I've seen like a little shit about that, but like when I was because I was doing it yesterday and today, I was looking up stuff just about the talk about on the podcast.
Yeah, man.
And I was looking up stuff of her just like talking and shit.
Yeah, man. We got a hot take here, dude. I gotta pick this apart, man. What about Cardi's trash?
I just think like the only way I can put it in my Hispanic upbringing is I just feel like she's ghetto. Like I feel like to me, I don't dig that. Like I'm just not, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and mainly because I'm very much the type of person where like you can be famous, you can be a star, you can be someone big in music and be like respectable about yourself and be like carry yourself at a higher regard because you've become something. You can be something.
Right.
And I hate it when someone's like up there or they're getting up there and they act like they're just like down here. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Like, I don't know how to put like let me put it to you this way. Who's
No, I got the perfect example, man. It's like the I forgot the guy's name, but there's an announcer on ESPN who went to like he has a PhD in English or some crazy shit, but he like speaks in like colloquial terms and uses slang terms and shit and speaks like he barely left 5th grade, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he dumps himself down.
Yeah. Well, see, not even that. I just don't like that. It doesn't seem like she's dumping herself down. To me, it just seems like she's just like that.
Right.
And I'm trying to think like who's like even someone like Kevin Hart who like goes and does his stand-up and curses and makes all these jokes and stupid shit and gets himself into stupid shit. When he's out, he holds himself like with a higher regard, or like he has like respect for himself. Like, oh, I'm Kevin Hart. I've built something out of myself. Right. I just don't like it when it's the opposite, where it's like, oh, I'm this person and I'm gonna pretend.
Does it seem gimmicky to you? It seems gimmicky?
To me, it doesn't. Well, some of them definitely seem gimmicky because you can definitely tell when some of them are fake about it.
Yeah.
Like where they're like, oh, I have to be hard or pretend to be hard, so that I'm perceived that way, and I can keep my audience who is actually that way.
Yeah.
Like I think this is a bad example, but the first thing that I can think of is like when 50 Cent was real big, right? Mm-hmm. Like in the early 2000s. He was. I can't believe I'm sitting here talking about 50 Cent and shit.
Why, man?
I guess it's normal, but to me, it always just seemed like I'm not part of that world.
Right.
Like I'm not into that. But like he was real big in the early 2000s. He had a bunch of shit going on. So the people who were listening to him were people who not like were literally maybe out in gangs and shit like that, but people who maybe lived in an area or in a in a situation where that stuff was normal to them. Like maybe they lived in some place where gang violence was apparent, or maybe they lived in some place where violence was an everyday thing and it was regular. But you know, someone like 50 Cent, he wasn't living that like every day. Like he got no. I know he did, but I'm saying at the elevation of where he was. Oh right, he wasn't there anymore. Right. So like he would bring himself down to talk about experiences, but he wasn't like, oh, I've done this, so I'm gonna still be down here. Right. He was he's like, I have crawled out of the dirt. Like I have lived my life. I have lived in this, and now I'm up here. Now I've raised myself up. Now I have learned. I have elevated myself.
Right.
And I feel like someone like you know, because we're talking about her, it's the opposite, where she's like, oh, I'm up here. I've made something out of myself. I've gotten out of that situation, so I'm gonna go right back down and live there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's how I feel about it. And to me, I don't dig it. I think. Fair enough. I think it's counterproductive to the whole point of wanting to get yourself up there.
I think it's kind of productive to a point, but then you got to look at it also.
Oh, sorry. My whole point of it was sometimes people obviously use that to keep their audience. Yeah. But to me, I feel like she's probably doing that to keep her audience as well. She's trying to keep that certain niche. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I also feel that she might just be like that. And like, I would almost prefer it if she was just doing that for her audience. Mm-hmm. But if she's actually like that, which I have no way to confirm nor deny that she is, if she's actually like that, I hate it. Yeah. That's just me. Go ahead.
I have no way to confirm nor deny that either. But I mean, you can go back and scroll to her very first video on Instagram, fucking years ago when she was still stripping in the Bronx. Mm-hmm. That's kind of her character, man. That's always been her character, and you can kind of say it's a flaw, but not when you make that your brand. That's why we love Cardi B, because of the fact that she's so unfiltered, and she's in a world where it's nothing but a big ass fucking filter. Yeah. Where people get to that level and they may shake who they are just to appeal to not even their audience, but audience they feel they have to gain in order to achieve a new level of success. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get people lose what their truth is. Yeah. And as much as you could say like being from where she is, you call it like crawling out of the dirt, which would imply that it's bad. To us, it's bad.
Well, see, I don't mean like crawling out of the dirt, like literally, like it's like a bad place to be. I mean, like you're like
the slums, man.
Not necessarily just that, but like you're crawling out of the dirt, like you're nothing, and then you're becoming something. That's kind of what I mean by that. Not necessarily literally like, oh, she was in the projects and now she's here. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I feel you. But I mean, to some people, that's what shaped them. That's what shaped them. Like, I don't care how much money I gain. I don't see myself living anywhere else but like San Antonio. And there's beautiful places to live, but this is the place that shaped me. Yeah. And I've added terms to my vocabulary that I've learned in San Antonio, and I'm sure she has slang terms in her vocabulary that she learned from the fucking Bronx. Yeah. Because that's what shaped her. That's the people that made her. That's the environment that made her. And I feel like, I mean, that's just who she literally is. You know what I mean? And she's so unfiltered. And I mean, you see her at these fucking award shows, and she's 100% herself. Which to me, that's a breath of fresh air, dog. That is a breath of fresh air. Especially seeing somebody like, especially somebody black, right? Mm-hmm. Hate to think it's a race, but fuck it. People like get to that level, man, and they sort of shed what they've gained from black culture, almost like it's a plague or something to be criticized, rather than embracing it. When to me, black culture is the same as country culture. It's the same as rock culture. It's just a culture.
Yeah, like it definitely, it definitely
bad.
seems like one of those things where, at least from my perspective, is like they reach a certain point of notoriety,
right?
Or they get somewhere and they're like, "Oh, don't gotta be black no more."
Yeah, they like, mimic. They mimic.
Yeah, you know like I'm trying to think of a good example.
Well, let me finish, man. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
About the whole culture thing, like it's not good or bad. It just is, and you exist. You're to be your truth. You know what I mean? To express your truth, and that's what Cardi B is doing. I feel to the fullest, man. I feel she's still very respectful with it. She's just her fucking self, dude, and she's a stripper from the Bronx. And mind you, she's not going around being Mother Teresa. She's an entertainer, and she's very entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't hold her to that high of a standard anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
I think she's doing what she's doing. She's killing the game. She's spreading positivity. Despite the fact that she was, a stripper or you see tons of footage of her online naked, shaking her ass and shit. She still preaches positivity and uplifting yourself.
Well, you know what? And that's your perspective. Because as a disclaimer,
right?
My knowledge of Cardi B is primarily one, just seeing her like on TV and shit here and there doing shit, and then really the biggest chunk of knowledge that I've gained about her recently was when I just heard about her not heard about her, but more and more shit about her was coming up. So I was looking her up. I was watching some interviews with her and shit. So that's my whole opinion is based off of what I've learned in a short amount of time. Yeah. But I'm also an outsider looking in at that culture. I'm not someone who's like all into that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because like some people, like from a flip perspective, my culture is like the nerd shit, maybe the YouTube shit. If someone came up to me and was like, "Yo, I looked up a bunch of shit about Adam West and I think he's an asshole and I don't like him and he's a terrible person," I would probably be not defensive because I'd be like, "Yeah, you're right. He was." No, he's dead.
Great example.
He passed away. I just
you have experience though. You have personal experience.
Yeah. I don't like Adam West. Oh god, it killed me because everyone when he passed away, everyone was posting shit about Adam West, and the only thing I posted about Adam West was our podcast shitting on Adam West.
Oh, you posted that clip?
Dude, what do you mean? No. Like, I mean, like that week when it happened, that was the week our podcast was uploaded. We were talking shit, or when I was talking shit about him, and you were like, You
were just being honest, man. You were just being fucking honest.
Adam West was just kind of a dick.
It's okay if he was. If he was, he was. It's his fault for being a fucking dick.
That's great. I just got really annoyed. It was like one of those things where people were all online like, "Oh, rest in peace, Adam West, the real Batman." And I get it. Can't take that away from him. He was the first Batman to a lot of people. Whatever. But in my head, I was doing that thing where I'm like, "Man, y'all bitches didn't even know him like I did. You motherfucker."
Right. But I bet your boys had your back because your guys in the comic group. Man,
I'll be honest. I didn't really talk about it with anyone. I just saw other people posting shit. And I was like, I'm going to get torn apart if I post anything to the contrary, because it doesn't matter if he was a dick or not.
Yeah,
he's dead. So, it's not the time for me to be like, and what was I going to say? I'm glad he's dead, man. No, he was a dick.
So you kind of just got to like, just be silent, right?
Just
take a step back.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what is it? Everyone else was mourning out loud, and I was just hating in silence. Yeah. I was being passive. I was like, all right, respect that he died. You
just gotta know in a fold, right?
Yeah. It's like one of those things where it's like what's the best way to put it? Oh, it's kind of like when you're ready to argue with someone. Perfect example. It's like when you're downstairs, right? Yeah. You and your dad are cleaning the kitchen.
Right.
Your dad's going off on some shit that you like, saying like, "Oh, Mom, you didn't do this, you didn't do that," but you know it's true. Like, or you know it's not true. Like, you know you did it. You know your dad's off his rocker, but you're not gonna say shit. You're gonna go wash those dishes a second time, and you're gonna be like, "I'm just gonna shut up. That's my dad.
You gotta know to fold up,
and he's
man.
Gonna kill me, and he's gonna beat me in the head with some lotion." What the fuck? Did you listen to last week's whole podcast?
Dude, I forgot to bring that up, man. That was the funniest shit, dude.
What was?
What do you mean, what was?
When you left the room and I was just saying shit?
That was the funniest shit. That should be the clip, man. That should be the clip.
Like, nobody else would get that, though.
I know. You broke it down.
But, yeah, I was wondering, you never texted me or said anything, so I was wondering if you
I was going to wait till you showed up to bring it up.
But,
that shit was funny as hell, man.
I know you just got up. Can you check the recording on the regular camera? But yeah, so we'll segue from all that nice shit. What time we at?
We're at.
What time we at?
33 minutes.
Okay, cool. So 33 minutes in, we'll get to our first topic. And well, technically it's our second topic because I really wasn't going to talk about the other shit, but it turned into something. So it's
Logan
whatever.
Paul?
Well, no, I'm going to talk about Logan Paul now, but I was going to slightly bring up how I was making fun of the whole shit with what the fuck are their names again? I'm just forgetting everybody's name. Oh my god, we just talked about her.
Cardi being Offset.
There you go. I don't know. I remembered Offset. I couldn't remember her name for some reason.
JB.
JB. What the fuck?
From Complex.
What? Oh, why say that? From Complex. From Complex. I guess we'll talk about the Joe Budden thing in a minute, but I want to talk about the big thing that's happening this week. Is the Logan Paul thing. I think that was happening.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it kind of happened at the butt end.
This week. Okay.
Yeah, but like everyone's been talking about it a lot.
Yeah.
So I did want to bring up the Logan Paul thing.
Yeah.
So for those of y'all who may not know, all 6 of you, Logan Paul is a very popular YouTuber.
Right.
He does like daily vlogs and other content on YouTube. He also has a YouTube Red exclusive show and movie, right? Is it a show or a movie?
I don't know.
It's called like The Thinning or something. It's something like that.
Yeah.
But he has some exclusive shit with YouTube. And normally those are bigger creators who have exclusive stuff with YouTube through YouTube Red. And I think he has like 15 million subscribers or something like that.
17 or something crazy.
Is it? He has a ridiculous amount. I don't know if you can check
it up.
Yeah.
Finally
just check it on your phone.
To use this shit. Fuck you, man.
So Logan Paul, very very big YouTuber. Iman is looking.
Shit.
Logan Paul song.
Where was that?
Just delete song.
Yeah.
I don't remember the Logan Paul had a song.
He has plenty of songs, man.
I don't even know this shit.
I thought it was
15 million subscribers. Okay. You know what? I'm pretty sure his subscriber count had gone down.
Yeah.
Because of the shit that just happened.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good. I know it's lagging.
Yeah.
So Logan Paul, big YouTuber, 15 million subscribers. I feel like he definitely had like 17 million. I feel like.
Do you think he lost 2 million subscribers?
He might have. It was a huge thing. So to get to it, Logan Paul, he does daily vlogs. Very popular YouTuber, like I said. He did a vlog recently where he was it Japan?
Yeah, Japan.
It was in Japan, and he was going to... Don't play the video.
I'm not.
Okay. He was going... Well, the main video's off. Just don't play any of his shit. I don't want to get striked for shit. I don't think we can for that. It's not like we have a bunch of people watching.
No, but just still,
So, but he was in Japan, and he was visiting a forest in Japan that is very notorious for being a forest that people in Japan go to commit suicide. So he was going, and the goal of the video was to talk about the supernatural aspect of it. Maybe the forest was haunted. They were gonna like stay the night in the forest and shit. And it was like a regular, not a regular, but it was just any vlog. Just gotta do some bullshit, regular daily YouTuber shit.
Yeah.
Well, while it's going on, they actually come across the body of a hanging man.
Yeah.
An actual dude that was hanging. I don't know if you want to put it back on our thing. And in the video, you see Logan Paul say, "Guys, I hate to say this, but I think there's someone hanging over there." And apparently, I mean, it was a real thing. Everybody was freaking out about it. They got really close to it. They were like yelling at the dude who he was dead, and they were like, "Dude, are you alive? Are you fucking with us?" And
I thought they were being pranked.
Yeah. So they go up, and then here's the part where I think the video might have been okay. Well, actually, I'll spoil it a little bit. I personally, I don't think he did the wrong, or I don't think that what he was trying to do was bad.
Yeah.
I feel that because of the certain steps he took,
right,
he fucked it up.
He handled the situation terribly.
Incorrect. Well, I don't think it was all that terribly. They're like 2 things that he could have changed that would have made it fine.
Right.
Would have made it totally fine. Now, and I'll go over that in a minute. So, but he found this guy. He finally flips the camera around and shows the guy, the dead guy. His face is blurred out. Have you seen the original video?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, I had to go search it down on Live Leak to find it.
Yeah,
because he took it down.
Some
and
other
then
channels put it up immediately after that.
Yeah, well then other channels were getting it taken down because YouTube was apparently taking it down. But people were claiming YouTube was taking it down, but YouTube came out and said that showing the dead body didn't violate their user agreement or didn't violate any policies. At least that's what I read. Anyway, so he shows that the guy's face is blurred out. They look at the guy's hand with the camera, and you can see his hands are purple. Like he probably killed himself like that morning.
Right, it was
like,
really fresh.
Very fresh. And they call the police. The police come. They take the body and everything. They're told that they were trespassing. They shouldn't have been back there or in the forest. And then, Logan, I was about to say Jake. That's someone else. Logan Paul was like, he's reacting to it. He's like really freaking out. He's saying it's like one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And then there are a few parts in the video where he does make light of the situation. There's a part where they're standing in the forest and somebody's like freaking out, holding the camera, and Logan Paul looks at him. He goes, "What's wrong? You never seen a dead guy before this close?" And he starts laughing.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like that was the moment where I'm like, "You're kind of fucking this up right now."
Yeah.
And then he kind of did the thing where he talked to the camera and he goes, "Guys, this is the vlog life. This is, I'm just trying to entertain y'all, and shit got real today and this and that." Now, that's kind of the whole situation. He uploaded that video, obviously. A bunch of people were outraged about it. I know he did lose subscribers over it. I don't know if it was 2 million. That's kind of insane if it was.
Yeah, that's wild.
People were coming out and saying that he was being very
insensitive
about depression, suicide, the dead person, that person's family, the deceased, his family, and then just several things. And it was like a huge thing. It blew up. He apologized on Twitter, like I think a few times. The last thing he's posted on his channel was a video 2 days ago. Normally he uploads every day. He didn't upload today. And then he took off the video that he uploaded of the event. So he hasn't uploaded, I guess, in like a day and a half or something. Normally he uploads every day, is my understanding. So he put up an apology video and then he hasn't done anything since. Yeah. So that's kind of the story. We did want to talk about it a little bit, give our opinions and insights on it. So I don't know how much my opinion is going to differ from Iman, but I think I kind of have an unpopular opinion. But Iman, what's your kind of opinion on the whole thing? Because you were telling me you were keeping up with it and kind of checking out what was going on.
Yeah, man, it's a deep opinion, but I don't know, man. I don't want to drag this guy through the mud. I don't believe in public exile at all. I do believe that he did not handle the situation well at all. Even if you think he messed up like twice, I mean, twice in that situation is way too much. That's 2 times too many. You know what I mean? Especially when someone dead is involved. You know what I mean? There's a dead body. The thing was, man, it wasn't really spur of the moment. He fucking took the footage. He had a team, or he edited the footage. He marketed the video on Twitter saying, "I got the craziest video that's going to be released tomorrow. Keep in touch."
Uploaded it and everything.
Uploaded the footage.
And he knew what it was, because at the beginning...
He put the hanging guy in the fucking thumbnail.
Yeah, but he also, at the beginning of the video itself, right, he says, like, "Hey guys, this is real. You've never seen anything like this, and you're never going to see something like this again." Right. Like, he was, like, playing it up, like, this was this monumental thing.
Yeah, he was really playing it up.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, so it's very premeditated.
Yeah.
But I like to always judge intent. I always like to judge intent, man. I mean, he had no other reason to show this other than to gain views, man. No matter what way you want to put it, he's not Vice. He's not Discovery Channel. This wasn't an educational documentary on the suicide forest. This is him exploiting the forest in the first place to find the haunted aspect of it. Yeah. I mean, an active suicide forest. And then I like to always judge intent, bro. If that was me and you back in the day shooting a vlog, I know for a fucking fact, even our 7th grade selves would not have filmed that footage that graphically, up close, talking about how purple his hands are and how he just killed himself, and then put it on YouTube.
If anything,
there's shit that's so much watered down that we filmed that we decided, nah, man, this isn't appropriate.
Yeah.
I don't even film fucking fights and put it on YouTube and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I think... I don't know, man. He's lost in the sauce a little bit. He's lost in the sauce. He has fucking 15 or 17 million people to entertain every single fucking day. Yeah. I get it, man. That shit's got to be exhausting. But at a certain point, you can't lose, I guess, not the soul, but not the morals, but common sense and decency as a human being. Yeah. I feel like at this point, man, I don't want to see him. He's a young kid fucking killing the game. Hats off to him. I don't want to see this ruin his life. But I think in life we need certain things to give us a wake up call.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely a wake up call.
PewDiePie,
he keeps bouncing back.
If he can keep bouncing back after being extremely racist about things.
Yeah.
After spouting the N-word during a stream that he did.
Hard R, baby. Hard R. I don't even fuck with him for that, man.
Yeah.
Hard R. I don't think the intent was racist, but I mean, I just distasteful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of all I think about when I fucking. There's too many controversies. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But all I want from Logan Paul, man, I want to see this young kid keep coming up, killing the game. But I just want to see him. This will make me happy, right? I want to see him. He already made the apology. Cool. I want to see him handle the situation well. 48 laws of power. Right? All publicity is good publicity, right? Mm-hmm. And I want to see him fucking donate, right? If you really mean the apology,
I was about to say the same thing.
Just fucking
I was about to say the same thing. I was about to say, like, because right now he's going to be in limbo, maybe for a week of not posting anything. Because right now it's just a weird time game where if he posts something too early, it's going to be like, oh, he doesn't give a shit.
Right.
Like, he doesn't care enough. But also, if he posts something, you know, like in a month, everyone's going to be like, oh, Logan Paul fell off. He let that get him. You know? So it's kind of like a weird timing thing where, like, he's going to have to figure out exactly when he's going to post it. I would say, you know, beginning next week, post a video, say that you're sponsoring a fundraiser for something, or show like, hey, I'm donating.
But how do you do that? I know it's kind of impossible, but how do you do that, man, without seeming like you're just disingenuous? Yeah. How do you fucking do that? It's all about timing, bro.
Yeah, but not only that, man.
Damn, what's up, man?
Doesn't fucking matter. Like, it doesn't. Like, he could do it tomorrow. He could.
As long as he's doing it right.
Not only that, there's going to be a certain amount of people who aren't going to be okay with it, and there's going to be a certain group of people who are going to be like, "Oh man, he's just doing this so we can start watching his content again."
Isn't it very clear that he is, right?
Yeah, but then there are other people who are like, "Okay, we get it. He's apologized. He's really doing something to try to make up for it. That's fine. Everybody makes mistakes." Because there's already people right now who are like, "Hey, he apologized. He made a mistake." You know, I honestly think that if you're someone who thinks that what he did is totally terrible, you're kind of an idiot. I mean, I think that, and that's just me, and I'm going to explain why. Were you done with your side of it?
I was done.
Okay, cool. So my side of it, kind of like I was mentioning, was I don't think what he did was a totally, like, terrible thing. I get what, like you said, judging the intent. His intent was, at least according to him, was he was trying to bring awareness to it. He was going to talk about it. Even in the video, he goes, guys, I know this just happened, but honestly, we were going to talk about this when we had the fire set up and everything, when we were camping. We did want to talk about suicide. It's never an answer and all that. Yeah, if you watch the entirety of the video, he says it, like, right after they find the body. He goes, guys, no shit, no kidding. We were going to talk about this. I'm sorry that this had to happen, and now it just seems like we're bringing it up. But honestly, we were going to talk about suicide prevention. Suicide's not the answer. About depression, anxiety, people with mental illness. You need to get help. And, you know, he kind of starts going through it. So, at least the way that he presented it, the intent was that.
Yeah.
You know, but I think I said there were three things. The third thing's kind of just an extra thing, but two things I think could have helped the situation. One, if you found the body and your job is to vlog and post something each and every day, don't show the body.
Yeah.
Show the part where he went, guys, is that a body? And then maybe show them react to it, and then show them call the cops, and then skip to later in the hotel room, like, guys, we had to cut this video short as a sign of respect because we found this. And then there in the hotel room, talk about the suicide, the depression, talk about how it's never the answer, and say, today we saw it firsthand and I wish we hadn't seen it. So, you know, and maybe that was the time for him to go, like, you know what, this really affected us. We wanted to show us just the fact that we ran into this situation. You know, we're going to take a few days off because this has affected everybody. We're going to give ourselves some time to process it. We apologize to the family. We apologize that we had to run into this.
Yeah.
If he would have, not shown the body and then edited all the parts out where he was laughing or where they were making jokes or making light of it. Yeah. If he just would have done that, done.
Yeah.
The video, nobody would have reacted like that. It would have been more viral because he didn't show it.
Absolutely viral. Yeah.
More viral because he didn't show it. The third thing that I said was an added thing is, like, that video should have been like 5 minutes long. 5 minutes.
Right.
To show, like, hey, we're going here. We saw the body, and then, guys, hey, this isn't the answer. We just want to let you know we're going to take a break for a little bit. And maybe do that. I think that would have been the best possible way to handle the situation. But make it like 5 minutes, maybe even below that. Because the video was like 13 or 14 minutes long.
Something
So
like that.
he got the mid-roll in there.
Yeah.
Because when your YouTube videos are over 10 minutes, you get the mid-roll, you make more ad revenue.
Okay.
If he would have came out and shown like, hey, this happened, short video. So then one, people know that, hey, it happened. You're going to take some time off. Hey, you got your message across. And 3, this video clearly isn't for money. I mean, you're going to get paid for it because you're on YouTube. But hey, you didn't make it over this amount of time because you weren't trying to milk ad revenue. You were just putting this out there.
Yeah.
You know, if he just would have done that, taken the hit like that,
right.
I think that would have meant more than trying to go for the shock value of it.
Yeah.
But to play devil's advocate, one, that was my way of saying like that's how he could have fixed it easily.
Okay.
I don't think the intent was bad. I think just the way he did it, if he would have fixed 2 things, maybe the third, would have been fine. But the reason I said like if you're upset about this, you're an idiot, is because it is when you're someone who's creating content, not like we know from a lot of experience, because we obviously, you know, nobody watches this. I mean, 3 million people watch it. But when you're making content, like someone like Logan Paul, someone like the people at not even them. I'm gonna use them as an example later. I was gonna talk about Rooster Teeth, but someone like Logan Paul, someone like PewDiePie, someone like, who's that Jake dude? What's his name?
Jake Paul, his brother.
Oh, is it Jake Paul? Okay, Jake Paul. Who's the other one that's real big? Like just the older ones, like Smosh, Shane
Casey
Dawson,
Neistat.
Casey Neistat. That's a big one. But all those guys,
Yeah.
most of them upload on a daily basis,
Yeah.
and most of them work with a team
Yeah.
or themselves. And when you work on a daily basis on YouTube videos, you're worried about what people are going to respond to, what people are going to click on, and how much money you're going to make. I get that it's fun. I get that those content creators are creating fun content, but ultimately at the end of the day, that's their job. That's
Right.
what they're supposed to do. Similar to, I feel like this is the problem with like dictators and shit like that.
Yeah.
When you're in a vacuum of doing everything and you're around a bunch of people whose job is to help you do those things,
Very good point.
you're in a space where everyone is yes men.
Exactly.
Where they understand, they're like, oh, Logan Paul is trying to make the best video. We saw this thing happen. This is a real thing. Nobody else has a video like this on YouTube. So all of them in their business YouTube minds
Absolutely.
were like, everyone's going to click on this. Everyone's going to see this. This is going to be huge. It's a great opportunity for our channel.
Yeah, like he's Walmart. Everyone else is fucking Amazon.
Exactly.
In that market.
Exactly. And that's the thing. And he so all of them in that vacuum of yes men, nobody stopped and told him, hey, Logan, this probably shouldn't be up, because everybody... not because they're yes men in a bad way, but because they're helping him reach his goals. They're helping him make his content. They're like, hey, I think if we edit it like this, man, it's gonna be great. We're gonna get a lot of views. Hey, let's make the thumbnail this because people will click on it. Or like, hey, let's release it then. Hey, let's do this big intro where you say people aren't never gonna see a video like this again. They're helping him make that product. You know what I mean? And when it's a bunch of people working on making the best product, they're thinking about the product. The product. They're not thinking of the ramifications.
Yeah.
They're not thinking of the reaction to the product. They're just making the product.
Mm-hmm.
Just like people who make video games. People who make video games are worried about making the video game, and if it's bad and people don't respond to it, they might not know, because they've been in a vacuum for the past 3 years of everyone being like, oh, this is going to be the best game ever. And then sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
It's just a thing. But I was going to mention Rooster Teeth, because a company like Rooster Teeth, they do a lot of YouTube and internet content. That's a company where there's several people in charge. Mm-hmm. They have several employees. There's a lot of room for them. And it's happened before. Like, there was that big thing. I forgot what it was, but something happened with transgender folks at one point. And they had an episode of one of their popular streaming shows that was going to come out, and it was a drag show. It was like a drag episode where they were like, all the guys were in drag and stuff.
Okay.
They chose to delay that because there's so many of them. They're not just in one vacuum. They are worried about a product, but there's so many of them, and it's a big company where they were able to go. Somebody was able to go, hey guys, we should probably push this back because right now is not the best timing for it.
And they're based in Austin.
That's true. Yeah, it's a very liberal city. Right. But that's just my thing. I think he works with that small group of 5-6 people. If all those people do work with him, or they were just his friends on the trip.
It's very easy to stay grounded when you're...
Yeah, but I'm just saying, in his case, he's in a vacuum of creativity.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. So I get why he didn't think of the ramifications. He was thinking about making the best product.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, the product that he did let out, people were offended by.
Yeah.
And he's just got to, he's got to go, the ShamWow didn't work, time to try the shake weight. You know what I mean? Like, you got to move on to the next product.
Yeah.
You can't, he's going to be down for a little bit. I mean, he's got to be at this point. Like, he's got to take that time off, figure out exactly what he's going to do. But, like you said, I hope it doesn't hold him down too much. Like,
I really don't want to see him crash into this, man. I really want to see him keep doing his thing, dude.
If anything, I think his viewership would go up if he comes back from this.
If he plays it right, man.
Yeah.
If he plays it right. I mean, Public Exile is some serious shit. I'm hoping he doesn't fucking off himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's a terrible feeling, bro. But, yeah, you pretty much put into words what I was trying to say with the whole...
Here, let me check this while you're going.
Go ahead, brother. Like, the whole, this shit is necessary in order to get where you want to get. I can see this guy fucking dominating the internet in the next 5 to 10 years, man. I really can't see that shit. But I feel like he sort of got lost in the sauce. When I say that, I mean he got lost in his own fucking world. Or even if he wasn't surrounded by yes men, even if his men were opposed, their bottom line is to make products, but to make products that appeal to people. So they got to know what the market wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's their job as mass producers. So I feel like they got lost in their own product or their perception of of our reaction to shit.
Yeah.
Got skewed big time because they don't live amongst regular folk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not in conversation with regular folk every day like we are.
Yeah.
So they sort of lose kind of touch of reality. Yeah. So I feel like this shit really has to happen, and you have to really learn how to bounce back from shit like this in order to know how to navigate and know how real people react to real shit, not just your group of friends, but also the fuck was I gonna say? Damn, I lost it. Go ahead, man.
Well, I was gonna say the shit. What was I gonna say? The crazy thing that I think of is people love conflict.
Yeah.
People click on conflict. People watch the Kardashians for conflict. People love conflict.
Yeah.
So it I think that he's totally, what's the word? Not justified, but I totally understand why when he ran into that, it was conflict.
Yeah.
And they put it out because people want conflict. The difference is this pushed that boundary just a little bit too much.
Fuck yeah, absolutely.
For conflict. Absolutely. But that also, to me, I was thinking about it, it brings up another conversation of where's that line drawn on what people will latch onto.
Yeah.
What people want to see and what people don't want to see.
Yeah.
What people, I guess, what people can stomach or if it's fair.
Absolutely.
Like, let me put it this way. Everyone's giving shit to I keep wanting to call him Jake Paul, Logan
Paul,
because he put out that video, even though his intent was probably in the good place.
Right.
He put out the video, people didn't like it, or people were offended by it. Now, let's say someone like people didn't want to know about the suicide. People didn't want to see it on his channel. People didn't want to watch it, but everyone was on board when the whole Kevin Hart thing was happening. Everybody wanted to be a part of his life.
Absolutely.
Everybody wanted to interject themselves and give their opinion. Everybody wanted to call him an asshole or say like, dude, that's what guys do or some shit.
Right,
whatever.
right.
People are okay with that drama.
# men don't cheat. Go ahead.
Yeah. And people are okay with that drama. And then people are okay with, who is that girl who they found her dead in the storage room and all that?
Kanika Jenkins.
There you go.
That was some spooky shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
People were all up in on that, right?
Yeah.
Now this happens, everyone's like, whoa, you're an asshole because you're in someone else's business.
Right.
So like that's kind of my thing, because another big thing was like, oh, you're being insensitive to people who commit suicide, or you're being insensitive to people who what's the word? The family of the deceased.
Very much so, yeah.
But are we being insensitive to, what was her name?
Kanika Jenkins.
Kanika Jenkins. Are we being insensitive to her family? Because that was a big thing. We were talking about it for months.
Right.
Are we being insensitive to Kevin Hart's family because they're trying to rebuild and now it's all on social media every day?
Right.
Should we not eat? I mean, to me, this is kind of more the petty side of it, but should we not go eat meat because people are worried about killing cows and shit? To me, it does bring up that conversation of the unfairness of society picking when they're offended and when they're not offended, or when too much is in someone's life and other times it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if if the video came out and they found someone who was murdered and they were talking about it, nobody would have gotten upset. They would have been like, "Oh, he's in on this," or he was there at the crime scene or whatever. But because it's a suicide, because it's just a thing that is kind of taboo to make fun of,
right,
or taboo to be as public as it was, people ostracize him for it. So I think that was just kind of something I was thinking about how crazy that part of it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we'll kind of get off of that. We got to wrap up here in a few more minutes. But I did want to talk about something. We'll probably skip the Joe Budden thing. Cause, I'm not too worried about it. Joe Budden left Complex because they weren't paying him enough, and Academics is still there doing Daily Struggle.
Oh, they weren't paying him enough? That's
why? Just do it real quick. If you don't know Joe Budden, he did, what was it? The show? I just said it.
Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle on with Complex. On Complex with Academics
and Nadeska.
There you go. And his contract expired, and there was like this whole thing where it's a very popular show. They were very much into that. The culture, essentially the culture I was saying I wasn't a part of, they're all in on that shit. Mm-hmm. And things would happen, like they were getting Nike sponsorships and all these sponsorships from other people, and essentially Joe was kind of like, oh, hey, why aren't we getting a piece of this, or why aren't we getting paid for us advertising these things that y'all are getting paid for, like the company of Complex?
Absolutely.
And they were just like, fuck it, whatever. Like they're
I didn't
like,
know that.
We're not. Yeah.
Now Joe Budden's with Revolt, which is Diddy's company, and they're gonna throw him some fat ass stacks.
Yeah, but he left Complex because his contract expired, and Complex was like, oh, hey, your contract expired, or Joe's contract expired. If you want to come into work on Monday, that's great, but here's what you're getting paid. And apparently it was ridiculous. Like low. Like he was making nothing off of the show that he built and made into this huge thing. So Joe was like, fuck it, I'm not going in. I'm not doing this contract again. I'm getting out of here because y'all been like essentially screwing me since the day I started here. And then now I'm at a point where I've made the show bigger. It's constantly getting bigger.
Because of him.
Yeah, well, Joe was claiming that all of their other shows on Complex were getting more viewership because people were now attached to Everyday Struggle.
Yeah.
And Academics stayed on, and they were doing their thing, but...
that show's going to crumble without Joe.
I mean, I'll be honest, I watched like an episode or two, but it's not really the thing that I was into.
Yeah.
I was interested in the story.
Right, just not
because,
the actual...
Yeah, I was interested in the media part of it and what
the story was about.
Yeah, I mean, the show itself, that's great if people enjoy that. All the more power to them. It's just not my thing. But Joe created this for this audience. He built this audience, helped Complex build their audience, and then Complex was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
They're like, whatever, we can do this without you. But
that's
I mean,
what they think. God,
yeah,
man.
But like you said, I was going to mention that he just jumped onto Revolt. At least that's what I've last read. And that'll be cool. I don't know what he's doing there. Have they said what the show's going to be, or if he's just going to be doing the same shit?
Don't know anything.
But obviously he still does his podcast. But yeah, so no, I just found that interesting. I was like, we're not going to mention it, but we mentioned it. I did want to talk about one more thing before we end, but before that, do you have it ready?
Oh, fuck. Let's get it, bro.
Okay.
Should I find something?
Vitamins of the week. Ow! So, guys, if you don't know, Vitamins of the Week is the weekly... shit, what's it called? The weekly...
We're just so out of it today, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're having great conversation. We are kind of tired. God damn it. The, fuck, what is it called when a thing's a thing?
Series?
Segment. Sorry. Vitamin of the Week is the segment of the Break Time podcast, where every week Iman picks a new vitamin, a new protein thing, I don't know, a health thing, normally vitamins.
Supplement
of some kind. He'll tell us what it is, tell us the health benefits, tell us how erect it makes your penis, and then he walks us through it, and then I try it. And we are pushing our time a little bit, so Iman, if we can hurry it up a wee bit.
We're good, man. We good.
Yeah. Well, I'm just worried about losing memory.
Oh shit. Okay.
Running out of memory.
How you doing,
Iman, I'm doing good.
Step into my office. What brings you in, man? What brings you in?
Well, you see, doctor, Dr. Officer.
Yes, sir.
I get tired a lot. I mean, I don't have an appetite.
Your circulation's bad.
Yes, my ankles.
That's terrible.
My ankles.
Well, I think I might have quite the remedy for you, my man.
Oh.
Not gonna prescribe you anything crazy. No motherfucking anticoagulants. No blood thinners. No Viagra's. No anti-inflammatories. Nothing crazy. You're not gonna step inside of a pharmacist not even once.
Okay. Well, what are we talking about, doctor?
We're talking about what's that shit you put in spaghetti? What?
That's not supposed to be there? Sugar.
Fuck, you put sugar anyway.
Isn't that a thing? Like some people put sugar in their spaghetti. That's disgusting.
Some trailer trash shit, dog. But garlic, my man.
Garlic. Like the shit that keeps vampires away.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Actually, absolutely.
Yep.
So I have here garlic tablets. Go ahead and give that a sniff, why don't you?
Garlic tablets?
Garlic fucking tablets. Ain't that shit crazy, dog? Ain't that shit crazy,
boy?
It's fucking
It
garlic,
smells like
bro.
an Olive Garden.
Give me that shit. Crazy, right?
Give me that shit. Let me smell that.
Fucking endless breadsticks. It's fucking garlic, bro.
The fucking endless breadsticks.
I swear to God, I was just as blown away as you are when my nurse brought this into my office. I said, wow.
I just can't get over that motherfucking endless breadsticks.
You know what's crazy? Never been to Olive Garden in my life.
What?
Never been to Olive Garden, bro.
Dude, Olive Garden is not as great as people make it sound.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Okay. Check it out, my brother. Check it out. So,
swallow this?
Go ahead, swallow it, man. Absolutely.
Take it with some nice Monster?
Yeah, you need something to wash it down. Taking one, right?
Yeah.
Cool, man. So, whenever I'm
what
about
are the benefits?
Listen, man, whenever I'm about to fuck, I like to pop me one of these tablets, dog. Because it is what's called
garlic and Monster. Doesn't taste as good as it sounds.
Oh, I bet. It's a natural anticoagulant.
Okay.
Natural meaning occurring naturally in nature.
And in case people didn't hear the last episodes, what is that word?
Anticoagulant meaning thins the blood.
Yeah.
So you're getting crazy ass circulation. Mm-hmm. I joked around and said when I'm about to fuck, but when I go to the gym as well, when it's a strong cardio day, I'm going for a jog.
Now, Iman, I think the thing everybody wants to know.
What's up, man?
Is how does this help your erection?
Listen, man. Listen.
Go ahead.
Anticoagulant. So, like I said, I go to the gym, I use it. It's like you're on fucking steroids. Mm-hmm. Because it takes the stress away from your heart. Because when your blood is thick, your heart has to pump really hard to get it circulating throughout your body. But when your blood is like water as opposed to fucking glue, it's much easier. So your heart's working a lot easier. The circulation's better. You're getting nutrients to your muscle. It's like you're on fucking steroids. But with that thin blood, it's going to penetrate the walls of the penis a lot better. So you're going to... Dog. You will get the fucking craziest erection, my friend. Oh! But listen, man. It's also fucking super supplement, dog. In 5 years, we're going to be talking about this shit like it's like kale. You know what I mean? It's going to be just trendy. When I feel myself getting sick, aside from allergies, which is just an immune disease, when I feel myself getting sick, bro, I'll pop me one of these bad boys. The flu, a cold, any kind of viral infection. This is one of the strongest. Not crabs. We'll get to that the next episode.
Oh, okay.
Any kind of ailment you may have, this guy's gonna take care of it when it comes to viral infections. It's one of the strongest antibiotics ever. That's why you can't take it every day, because it will destroy the bacteria in your gut. I did it, fucked up, was constipated for a month. It sucked. But if you take it occasionally, or when you're gonna work out, or when you're gonna fuck, or when you feel yourself getting sick, pop one of them bad boys, dog. Pop one of them bad boys.
All right.
But make sure you're drinking water, because garlic is a very strong scent, and it pretty much is gonna coat everything in your fucking body, right? It's gonna coat everything. So you might wake up and have the taste of garlic in your mouth. You sweat. You might smell of garlic a little bit.
Oh, I already smell like that.
That's cool. If you take it a lot.
I eat a lot of pizza.
No. But you'll be straight.
I live in CC.
Shit, man. So like, if you or one of your guys in your family is sick with some viral shit, give them one of these bad boys, man, before they put them on antibiotics and shit, bro.
Okay.
Give them. And then I suggest taking that with some form of probiotic, just to keep the gut strong, gut healthy.
Alrighty. So
Crazy stuff, bro.
this segment of Vitamins of the Week is garlic. So thank you for enjoying this weekly update of Vitamins of the Week. Vitamins of the Week. I really got to make that into a song at some point. Like,
Yeah, dude,
I need to
honestly,
get someone to record it.
That's some shit we'll do in 2018.
Dude, yes. That's going to be a goal of 2018. We're going to...
Next time I come over, let's do it.
Studio-wise, Vitamins of the Week.
Your dad has the equipment. Next time I come over,
Yeah.
let's do that shit.
I was thinking about just paying someone to do it. Like someone who can actually do it.
Oh, okay.
Not that my dad couldn't do it, but like I want to go... Because I want to get a very specific...
Sound.
Early 2000s like game show thing
going
on. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want the vibe of the Amanda show.
Yeah.
Like, Vitamins of the Week.
Some corny ass, like, I got it, Dan Schneider type shit.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro.
That's what I like. I see the neon green, purple, and yellow. Like,
I love it, man. I love it.
So So before we end out the podcast, I did want to bring up something that I just noticed earlier today. I taste garlic. That I noticed earlier today, and this is gonna make me sound like a super spoiled ass little brat.
What's up, man?
I noticed that I had too much technology on today. I had too much fucking technology, and it was all connected, and it kind of made me like scared a little bit. Like, let me give you the thing. So I got this new iWatch, and then I got my phone, and I had on my I have like this Bluetooth headset that rests on your neck, and you put the things in the ear. I'm sure you've seen them; they're real popular. I
sell them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I was in my car, and I was driving around, right? Because I'm a sales guy driving around for work.
Yeah.
And my phone started ringing.
Yeah.
So my phone starts ringing in my pocket. Then my watch starts ringing. And then my headphones start ringing. And then my car started ringing. So I got 4 goddamn pieces of technology.
But you don't know which one to fucking answer, right?
Yeah, and I'm just like, but my whole body's vibrating, so I'm like, and then
it's like the gun hoarding America who has somebody break into his house and he can't decide which gun to kill him with.
Yeah. So, but I got fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, and then for lunch I stopped to eat.
Yeah.
And I was in the restaurant that I was eating at. It was a fucking Taco Bell. It's not really a restaurant. It's a piece of shit place. But I'm in this Taco Bell.
You were in the soup kitchen.
Yeah, I was eating my taco, and I was sitting down on my phone, like while I was eating, watching a YouTube video.
Yeah. With
my headphones on, texting Serena with my iWatch.
God.
And like I just thought about it, and I was
rob me.
Yeah, right. But I was doing all that, and I just kind of realized I was like, like again, like this is the part where I'm gonna sound like a spoiled little brat. I'm like, do I have too much like fucking technology? Yeah. Like, and then I was like, do we as a society just have fucking too much technology or rely too much on technology, or is it that we're so obsessed with convenience that we're willing to wear all this metal shit? Because like I'm literally wearing technology, and disclaimer, all the nice things I have, I pay for them myself. I gotta say that. Well, the watch was a Christmas gift. Everything else. Because I just hate that. People are like, Mom and Dad buy you everything. I'm like, fuck you. But it just got me thinking, like, how reliant we are on technology, and how much technology is regularly integrated into our life. And then when I was coming to your house the other day I was coming to Iman's house. This is like a few weeks ago. We were going to the movies, and we went to go see The Disaster Artist, which is a great film, by the way. Went to go see The Disaster Artist, and I picked up Iman at his house. And when I was picking him up, his phone inside his house was on Bluetooth. My car picks up Bluetooth if it's on, and will connect it to the car. All of a sudden, my car goes, connected to Samsung, Galaxy, whatever. S7. And I was like, what? So I clicked on the phone, clicked on the text messages, and I realized I was looking at Iman's text messages. So I started clicking on text messages, and I was
asshole.
I was just, it ended. And I was just texting people, like, through my car, but it was going through on Iman's phone. So people were calling him and texting him, like, yo, what? Like,
yeah, he was just sending, like, mass text messages to people.
Yeah, so I was just ruining Iman's life. But, like, that also brings up the other thing is, like, how fucking connected we are, or how easy it is to get into someone else's shit and fuck with them. So,
my friend, let us not forget where I work. I work at a fucking technology store.
Yeah. I often forget that.
Look, man. I mean, at a certain point, this is probably going to be hundreds of years down the line if we're still in existence as a human race. Technology is designed to allow you to cut corners, right?
Yeah.
No technology is designed to make your life that much harder.
Mm-hmm.
So at a certain point, it's like we're either going to be doing nothing. Well, I should say either. We're going to be doing nothing because technology is designed to eliminate every
obstacle.
Every obstacle in your way.
Yeah,
right?
like, hey, I don't want to travel by horse 100 miles to go tell my friend something. So we invented the phone so we can talk to people on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to have to spend 5 hours to go to HEB. So we invented the car to drive there.
Right.
You know,
and just every advancement in society, man, it's designed for convenience. Now HEB is fucking delivering.
Yeah.
And people at Walmart are shopping for you, and you go pick up what they shopped for you.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's gonna be like Wall-E. Exactly like Wall-E.
Honestly, that's what
we're gonna be in a fucking chair one day, and we're just gonna like be floating around, and if there's anything we want, we're gonna click a button, and it's gonna just happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that now. Like right now, I what were we talking about earlier?
Wait, let me finish this real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
So, for example, bro, I work at Best Buy.
Yeah.
And there's a whole section of just nothing but appliances, household appliances, right? You got the smart vacuums, you got everything. Everything's smart now at the beginning of it. Smart condoms, we'll get to that later. The fucking fridge section, I'm walking past, and I go up to one of the other appliances salesmen, and I'm like, yo, show me the most expensive fridge you got in here. I want to see this motherfucker. He pulls up to it, bro. It is a fridge with, it's like glass exterior for one of the doors, and you see inside of it. And you like do a suggestive touch on the handle, and it lights up like one of the sections of the fridge, so you see what you have in the fridge without opening the fridge, and just shit like that. I mean, that's
literally a fridge,
and that's
so you don't have to open the fucking door.
Exactly.
God, that's so crazy.
That's a new product. That's a fucking advancement. People will make a whole new product just off of fucking that. So I'm like, damn,
it's a glass door.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, damn, how much? Like, what the fuck else do we need? How could you go up from this? Yeah. I come in the next day. There's a fucking fridge blasting Rihanna. They got fridges with fucking speakers built into them, my friend, with TV screens on them. I was
about to say, there were, when I was, not too long ago, but I remember when I was a little younger, I went to a store one time, and there was a fridge with a touch screen, and it had a TV on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why does it have a TV on it? Are you gonna sit there and watch fucking American Idol, like just at your, like you gotta pull up a chair to your fridge?
It's fucking wild, bro, and that's why I think nostalgia is so big now, man.
Yeah,
nostalgia is so big. People are banking on fucking nostalgia. We actually sell a retro version of the old Nokia phone that people joke about, where you throw it to the ground and cracks the ground. We sell that. We sell the what are those called? The chia. That too. We sell fucking chia pets. Tamagotchi,
the little pet things, right?
Virtual pet, yes.
The virtual pet, yeah.
We sell those now, banking on nostalgia.
Well, and then there was the Super
there's Super Nintendo NES,
the classic, yeah, the Nintendo Classic thing,
yeah, man.
And a bunch of that was going sold out everywhere.
Yeah,
people wanted it, which many people are going back to them. That was a simpler time. Things were, which is kind of dumb. I mean, everyone's like really getting into that nostalgic shit. I just said that. But dude, if they let out like a Nintendo 64 Classic with a bunch of old games on it,
oh bro,
I'm buying that shit. I'm buying that shit.
First in line.
I think everyone's gonna buy it. Like I think that's the one everyone's waiting for.
Our generation, our guys are gonna.
Oh buy it, I'm gonna buy the shit out of it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna like that's the one where if I can't get it, I'm gonna be the asshole bidding on eBay to get one because I want one that bad. So I would kill for a regular
have a goddamn
Nintendo
just sitting in my closet, right?
No man, but like. It's going to be remastered. It's going to have all the games built into it. Yeah. So, man.
That'd be wild, man.
That'd be fun.
But I mean, so where do you see, at a certain point, everything has an apex. Everything has a level where it reaches such a high level to where it can't go up anymore. So the only choice is to go down. The downfall is either going to be caused by a fucking apocalypse, or we're just going to collectively realize we've gone too far.
Yeah.
It's fucking outsmarting us.
It'll be too late by that point.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna be living in the Terminator.
Exactly, bro. So where do you see where do you see the pinnacle of technology, and two, where do you see the decline of it? Doesn't even got to be apocalyptic. Just where do you think we collectively as a society say this is too much? This is getting fucking cartoonish.
I think the moment.
What's up?
that people... I think that we're going to work up to the moment where people don't die. And then everyone's going to freak the fuck out. And everyone's going to... At that point, that's going to be the wake-up call. And everyone's going to be like, we're playing God now. We need to stop. Yeah. Like, the moment someone can put their brain into a fucking android... Like, the moment that happens, where someone does not die, or we prolong someone's life by an unnatural amount, the moment that happens, I think is the moment everyone's going to go, we need to stop. Yeah. I think that will be the moment.
Because people are going to have to, forcibly reject technology. And you know what's crazy, man?
Well, again, it's going to be forcible, because we're going to do it, or technology's going to do it to us. I just think that's what's going to happen.
You know what's crazy, bro? We talk about, we as a society, it's crazy, man. And I guess it's been like this always, dude. We as a society, we're not even representatives. What's the time at? Shit. Coming up on 2 hours or some shit.
No. We're at an hour 19.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Yeah. We as a society and societies in the past, we're not even... A society is not even based off of the human beings in it. Mm-hmm. It's based off of a handful of human beings who are just super elite. Yeah. When you look at society, we look at really the products that we fucking have. Mm-hmm. And the products is just a direct reflection of these big ass corporations who compete with each other to make the greatest products. Mm-hmm. And that's what we think society is. It's crazy. Society isn't you and me having a great conversation and the shit we talk about and the shit on our mind. Society is what we have at the time. It's fucking weird.
That's true, because even when you talk about decades and stuff, everyone's all like, oh, 1969 we went to the moon, or hey, 1980s the glass
Coke can.
Yep.
The Ford, no more shake, rattle, and roll Mustang. Shit it's
dude, remember 2002 where we had the Game Boy? That,
yeah, bro. Yeah. Society's just a direct reflection of the technology.
Remember when we had to get the entertainment system that was a DVD player and a cassette player?
Exactly, man.
So, yeah.
It's fucking weird. We're nothing, man. I guess we're just nothing without these giant corporations who compete to make the greatest technology. So if they decide to stop, or if they're never going to stop competing with each other to make greater technology, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, shit. The second they do, it does society as we know it cease to exist? Because I mean, the technology is the only thing that's been changing.
Yeah.
Humans have been the same. It's just
if anything, we've stopped adapting because technology is doing it for us. So we don't have to adapt.
Okay.
There's no more natural selection or anything. It's just. If we're bad at something, we get technology to do it at this point. So, I don't know. I think to wrap it all up, it's one of those things where right now technology seems ridiculous. I'm literally let me put it this way. In comic books in the 80s and 90s, Batman or Iron Man would go like this. And they would talk to their thing, right?
Yeah.
They would talk to their communicator. Even in Star Trek and shit, and Star Wars, they would talk to a communicator. They would pull up a hologram on their arm or something. Everybody was like, dude, that's the fucking future. I'm wearing a watch right now.
And you're fucking
that does that.
Yeah.
And, the first thing I thought of when I saw people using this, I'm like, dude, that's fucking Buzz Lightyear.
Right.
Star Command, Yeah. So, we're already reaching that point to where it's, cartoony. It's already kind of... getting there. I said,
I think we are there. We have self-driving cars.
I mean, not fully yet. I think the moment that, like I said, the moment we start prolonging people's lives to an unnatural extent is when we're going to get the wake-up call. But we are going to have to go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah.
This episode of Break Time. Guys, thank you very much for tuning into this episode of Break Time. First episode of 2018. I think it was a pretty damn good episode, actually.
I think it was really good, man.
We had a lot of great conversation. Rather slightly longer episode as well.
Cool.
But guys, again, thank you very much for tuning in. Me and Iman are both going to go to sleep together in the nude. Iman, is there anything you want to tell our nice, lovely viewers before we end out this episode of Break Time?
Yeah, man, I'm throwing a party next week for my 21st birthday. I hope you guys are all going to be there. I feel like everyone who watches this show has my number, so I'll just text you the information. Right?
Or just inbox us. Send us a message on the YouTube page.
Or email me,
Yeah.
So I'll text out the information as far as where to go, what to bring. But hey, man, I'm looking to tear the motherfucking house down. All right, this ain't gonna be no cute little party, bro. This ain't gonna be no fucking kickback.
Damn, that's 2 weeks in a row. You've actually had something to say.
I know, right? When you come, you better be ready to fucking cut a rug. This ain't no fucking regular ass party. This ain't no come in and watch drunk people play beer pong and shit. You gotta be ready to dance. Okay, cut a rug. You know, have a good time, man. Shit.
I won't be there. No, I'm kidding. Alrighty, guys. Well, again, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you next time on Break Time.
You.